What's up, everybody? Break number 1025, that's 1025, 1025 BD. This is a case of National Treasures Baseball Hobby. It's a 4-box break, National Treasures. Here we go. Let's get into it. This is a team break. If you happen to skunk in the break, we will send you something. We do not refund shipping or spots. There's our 4 boxes. Box number 1. Here we go. Box number 1. Top 2 cards, base cards. First one, Jace Lavalette. Jace Lavalette. That is 6 out of 49 for the non-MLB spot. Non-MLB spot. And second one goes to St. Louis. That's Ozzie Smith. Ozzie Smith. Alright, here we go. First hit of the break. That is Josue De Paula. Josue De Paula going to the Dodgers. 24 out of 99. 24 out of 99 on the patch. Ryan Clifford, 22 of 75. That is for the Mets. Ryan Clifford for the Mets. We have a redemption coming. Kirby Puckett. 62 out of 99. 62 out of 99 on the Kirby Puckett player worn material. Player worn. Very nice for the Minnesota Twins. Our redemption. Clutch Factor Signature Hollow Silver. Card number 7. That is Kyle Teal. Kyle Teal. I am going to look that up because Kyle Teal was part of the Red Sox organization. Got traded to the White Sox. So let me pull this up real quick. Double check and make sure that that is the White Sox, not the Red Sox. Clutch Factor Signatures to 49. That is Kyle Teal to the White Sox. Kyle Teal to the White Sox. Next up, that is for the Miami Marlins. That is Noble Mayer. Noble Mayer, 37 out of 49. 3-color patch auto. Ooh, that's a nice one for the Colorado Rockies. That is Chase Dolander, 11 out of 49. That is a 3-color patch auto also. On the auto, there's a timeless talent, Pudge Rodriguez. This one's going to Detroit. That is Pudge going to Detroit. This one is 12 out of 25 on the Christmas card. 12 out of 25. And our last card of the first box. That is 58 out of 99. Jackson Chourio for Milwaukee on the patch auto. On the silhouette signatures. First box. Second box. There's a fatty. Got a booklet right there. Nice little booklet. Get our 2 base cards off of here. There we go. Booklet. Start with our base cards. We're going to Miami on the first one. That is Agustin Ramirez, 81 out of 99. 81 of 99. And for the Cleveland Guardians, Travis Bazzana, 2 out of 13. 2 out of 13. First card. That is for the Red Sox, Marcelo Mayer, 93 of 99. 93 of 99. For the Detroit Tigers, 28 of 99, Prince Fielder. For the New York Giants, which is the San Francisco Giants, 3 out of 10, George Kelly on the player used bat. George Kelly on the player used bat. Our first patch auto is going to the Dodgers. Joendry Vargas, 17 of 25 on the 2-color patch auto. 17 out of 25. Next one on the auto. That is Mr. Walkoff. On the notable nicknames, Ryan Zimmerman, 6 out of 25. Notable nicknames, Ryan Zimmerman, Mr. Walkoff. For the Yankees, on the Eckler's Choice auto, 23 out of 49. That's George Lombard Jr. George Lombard Jr. There's our booklet. We'll go underneath our booklet and pull this one first. And that is the greatest closer of all times. 27 out of 49. Mariano Rivera. This is in my opinion, guys. I'm a Yankee fan. But I really think he's the greatest closer of all times. 27 out of 49. Mariano Rivera. And our booklet. Good luck to everybody on the booklet. Jumbo Signature Material Booklet. For the Houston Astros, Spencer Arrighetti, 4 out of 35. Oh, wow. That is a sick patch auto. Spencer Arrighetti, 4 out of 35, going to the Houston Astros. Box number 3. All right, our first base card goes to Detroit. That is Bryce Rainier. Bryce Rainier, 9 out of 75. 9 of 75. Cincinnati, Barry Larkin, 4 out of 49. Cincinnati, Barry Larkin. All right, our first card of this box. That's going to the Cubs. That is Matt Shaw on the Game Gear. 42 of 99. 42 of 99. Next up for the Yankees. That is George Lombard Jr. on the Game Gear. 19 out of 49. 19 of 49. Tell me that doesn't look like Aaron Judge. Little Aaron Judge right there. That's why they nicknamed him that. Eddie Matthews going to the Atlanta Braves. Eddie Matthews, 24 of 49, going to the Atlanta Braves on the player used bat. Yeah, that was pretty sick. The Sandman? Yeah. Mo is the best, man. Is that another redemption? Yes, we got another redemption. That one's going to Kansas City on the Game Gear. 2 colors in each patch. 9 out of 49. Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. On the auto for the Orioles, 4 out of 10. Heston Kjerstad. Heston Kjerstad. For the Cubs, Matt Shaw on the 3-color patch auto. 42 out of 49. 42 of 49. Patch auto, Matt Shaw, 3 colors. Our redemption. Field Pass Autograph Emerald. I believe that should be numbered to 5. I think that's numbered to 5. Field Pass Autograph Emerald is to 5. This bad boy is numbered to 5. It's card number 12. It is Deion Sanders. I've already got the checklist pulled. I know where it's going. And whoever's got the Atlanta Braves tonight has a Deion Auto Emerald to 5. Congratulations to the Braves spot. Congratulations. Next up, it's another booklet. That's another booklet. Surprise booklet. I didn't see this one coming. Booklet. It wasn't a fatty. Good luck whoever's got this booklet. Let's see what we got in my hands. Jumbo Signature Material Booklet. Yeah, prime time. Jacob Wilson, 9 of 10 on the booklet. Jacob Wilson booklet, 9 of 10. Let's see how nice this is. Oh my god. Dude, that is super sick. That is awesome. Congrats to the A's spot. Congrats to the A's. One box to go. After this box, we'll do a recap. Maybe we can get a bat knob out of this one, you know? Let's get greedy and get a bat knob. It's kind of heavy. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Box number 4. 2 base cards. For the non-MLB spot, Jace Lavalette. Jace Lavalette, 67 of 75. What's up, Cheddar Jack? For Boston, 18 out of 49. That is Christian Campbell. Alright, our last hits of the break. Here they are. Right in front of us, nice and thick. Connor Norby for Miami, 5 out of 25. 5 out of 25, Connor Norby. For St. Louis on the 2-color patch, that is Tink Hence. Tink Hence, 3 out of 25. How about for the New York Yankees, Bobby Richardson, 75 out of 99 on the player used bat. Five cards to go. For the Milwaukee Brewers, 70 of 99, Jesus Made. For the Arizona Diamondbacks, 36 of 99, J.D. Dix. There we go. J.D. Dix, 36 of 99. I want to thank everybody for being part of the break. Again, if you do skunk in the break, my apologies. We don't like seeing anybody skunk, but we will send you something in the mail. Please do not request a refund for your shipping or your spots. Next up for Milwaukee, 23 of 25, Brock Wilken. Brock Wilken, Colossal Patch, 3 colors, Milwaukee. 23 of 25. We're down to our last 2 cards, folks. Last 2 cards. Another sick patch. That's 7 out of 25 for the White Sox. Braden Montgomery. Braden Montgomery. 7 out of 25 for the White Sox. Look at that. 2 letters there. 3 colors, 2 letters. And our last card of the break. National Treasures. Is this a timeless moment? It's possible. Here we go. How about Bobby Witt Jr. for Kansas City? On the auto, 59 out of 99. To finish off the break. Alright guys, there's your break. Appreciate you all. Let's get our recap in. Alright, we got our base cards here. We got Christian Campbell, Jace Lavalette for the non-MLB, Barry Larkin. We got Bryce Rainier, Travis Bazzana, Augustin Ramirez. We got Ozzie Smith and Jace Lavalette again. This one is 6 out of 49. Our patches. We got Jesus Made. Bobby Richardson going to the Yankees. You know what? I know it's the Yankees, but I want to double check. I'm going to double check this one just because. For some reason, it's Bobby Thompson that was a Giant, correct, guys? Bobby Thompson was a Giant. Richardson was a Yankee. Yeah, Bobby Richardson's a Yankee. Bobby Thompson was a Giant and a Yankee, I believe. Okay, so that is going to the Yankees. Thanks. Appreciate you, Kelly. All right, we got Tin Kents, Connor Norby, Bobby Witt Jr. That's for Atlanta, Eddie Matthews. We got George Lombard Jr., Matt Shaw, George Kelly for the Giants. That is Prince Fielder, Marcelo Mayer, Kirby Puckett, Ryan Clifford, and Josue De Paula. All right, we got Heston Kjerstad on the auto, George Lombard Jr., Ryan Zimmerman, Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, and that Pudge is going to Detroit. And then this one is Kyle Teal to the White Sox, and Deion Sanders going to Atlanta. I'm going to save those because those are two nice ones. All right, we got patch autos of Matt Shaw, Joendry Vargas, Jackson Churio, Chase Dollander, Noble Mayer. We also have Braden Montgomery, Brock Wilken, and J.D. Dix. We had two really nice autos here. We got Bobby Witt Jr. /99 and Mariano Rivera 27 out of 49. We had two beautiful booklets. One is Spencer Arrighetti, 4 out of 35 for the Houston Astros. And the other one is Jacob Wilson, 9 out of 10 for the Oakland Athletics. There's your break, my friends. I appreciate you all for being here. I want to thank you again, and I hope you have... Nice, Sev. Nice. Congrats on that. I hope to see you guys again. Have a great night, y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.